Hey Walking Dead fans, this is going to be a video reviewing the webisode Fear the Walking Dead Flight 462. Flight 462 was to promote the second season of Fear the Walking Dead and season 6 of The Walking Dead. It premiered on AMC.com on October 4th, 2015 before it was featured on television as promos during season 6 of The Walking Dead. You could say that was the first official crossover for Fear the Walking Dead, and it came to The Walking Dead. The miniseries was shown during commercial breaks during season 6. Each episode of Flight 462 was released on a Sunday, both online and during commercial breaks, and it was announced that one of the characters in the miniseries would be joining the main cast in season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead. Flight 462 follows a group of passengers on an airplane about to take off. They're heading to Phoenix, Arizona. So on the plane we have as characters young boy Jake. Jake was on standby along with his mom, and he got to a seat on the plane, but his mom didn't, so his mom was left back at the airport, and a little bit more on that situation in a moment. And then there's Alex. Alex, we find out, actually was on standby also and got the other seat, so she got the seat that could have been for Jake's mom, but they gave it to her instead. The main character actually, and the character that crosses over to the main show, Fear the Walking Dead, is this character, Alex. And she knows a lot more than anyone else to be so early on in the outbreak, as we'll see, because this is the night of the first day. Just that morning, Nick found Gloria had reanimated. Another character is the flight attendant, and I think I'm saying her name right, Deidre. And then we have Connie, a lady that was sitting beside Jake. And then there's a couple, an older couple. We have Suzanne and Marcus. And then we have an air marshal as another character. His name's Anthony. So pretty much the story starts out, True West Airlines Flight 462 is preparing for takeoff. Alex gets settled in. One of the last passengers on board. We kind of meet some of the people. It kind of bounces around. We found out through conversation that Jake's dad is in Phoenix and is going to pick him up at the airport.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, sweetie, everything is gonna be okay.
Did you talk to Dad?
He'll be there when you land in the morning.
Jake does manage to get a call from his mom right before they take off, and right before he hangs up with her, he hears screams and stuff in the background, and his mom is acting kind of frantic a little bit as she hangs up. So it's a good indication that the airport went down. So as the plane does take off, Jake is trying to text his mom but doesn't get a response back. And in all of this, we see over across the aisle that Marcus is throwing up in a bag, and he seems like he's pretty sick. So that's a red flag right there. So everybody on the plane kind of is noticing the commotion, what's going on, and everybody's looking, and the wife's kind of saying he's not sick, it's just indigestion.
He's not sick, it's reflux. His whole side of the family.
It doesn't seem like indigestion.
And Jake asks Alex a question.
Hey, you think it's this flu that's been going around?
And this is just one of the moments that I'll point out that Alex seems to know what's going on a little more than anybody else. Pretty much more than anybody else. She knows things that many survivors didn't find out till days or weeks into the outbreak. So as the plane finally reaches Phoenix and starts its descent, a lot of things are going on. Marcus is still in the restroom. Connie wants to get in. She's got a tinkle, as she says. The stewardess tries to get Marcus to come out. Alex is like, no, don't open the door. They do open the door. Dead Marcus falls out. All the while, Jake is looking out the window and sees all the lights go out. The entire grid goes down. So Alex is pretty much saying, get away from the dude. And because, like I say, she knows more than anybody else. Anthony and Deidre, the stewardess, they both try to revive the guy, even though Alex is like, stay away. And she finally sees a blood stain on his shirt, and she rips his shirt open to show everybody his bite wound.
Stay away. Stay away. Stop. Stay away.
But they continue to work on him, and the stewardess actually tries to jump start him, and that wakes the dude up, or maybe it's just the natural timing of it all, and he starts attacking. Anthony grabs the guy and with Alex's help finally gets him back in the restroom, shuts the door and locks it. The stewardess was helping, and in all of that, she got scratched. So in all of the Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking Dead, it's we don't see a lot of scratches as much as bites, but this was definitely a scratch. And somewhere all in this time, we find out that the plane is being rerouted to LA because all the power went down in Phoenix. And we later find out that the pilot's just flying around because LA's went down also, and they don't know of any airport close actually that has power or is able to take them to be able to land.
Tie her down now.
She's hurt. We need to help her.
Tie her down, then help her. What happened to him? What happened to her?
All those things like Alex knows, like she said to tie him down, and now she's saying to tie her down. She just knows, she knows a lot for it to be the night of the first day.
How did you know?
So Anthony is trying to comfort Suzanne. Marcus, he is banging against the door from the inside. And it ends up, even with Alex protesting, Suzanne lets Marcus out of the bathroom. He jumps on her and rips her throat out.
Everybody stay back!
And Anthony pulls a gun and starts shooting. And of course, he doesn't know what's going on, so he's shooting him in the chest, not the head, and Marcus attacks Anthony. Alex, who seemingly already knows, yells at Anthony to shoot Marcus in the head.
The head! Shoot him in the head!
But he's already run out of bullets. So all of this is a pretty intense thing. Alex grabs Marcus, trying to get him off of Anthony. They fall, and Marcus is trying to grab at Alex, and Alex is kicking him. And then Jake comes into the game and grabs a knitting needle of Connie's and gives it to Alex, and she stabs Marcus in the head, killing him. And just when everybody thinks it's okay and they're relieved, they see that one of the bullets had penetrated a window in the plane, and it's cracking, about to blow out. So Alex takes the needle and stabs Suzanne in the head because she knows she's going to reanimate.
She's dying.
And Anthony's like, "You killed her," and she's like, "I saved her." So this Alex, she knows a lot to be just the first day. So she's a very interesting character. And then the window blows out. Of course, everybody's trying to get to a seat. They're trying to get the oxygen mask on, and they know the plane's pretty much going to be going down. In all of this, Alex does tell Jake that she was the one that got his mom's ticket. She was that extra passenger. And Jake says, you know, Mom's probably with my dad. And knowing the lights went out in Phoenix, knowing the screams at the airport he heard on the phone, you know, pretty much saying they're probably dead. And Alex says, yeah, you're about to be with them too. So of course that's when we see Nick on the ground after he's going around searching for drugs in the houses, and he sees Flight 462 overhead as it is heading down to the ocean to crash. So it crashed right on the coast, and it killed pretty much everybody on board except for a few passengers. And we didn't know the fate. We didn't know what happened to them until Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 3, and it revealed to us that Alex survives, Jake survives, and a few more odd passengers. But all in all, the only one that ultimately survives is Alex. She lasts for several episodes in Fear the Walking Dead, and the last time we left her, we didn't see her die. So it's a good possibility that she's still out there somewhere in the Walking Dead world. She definitely knew a lot, and is definitely one of the most interesting characters of the whole Walking Dead universe, I think. There may be another video coming on Alex of just telling her story here and on into Fear the Walking Dead, because she does have a much longer story to tell. I just hope they bring her back somehow, some way, because she was definitely a great character. I really enjoyed the webisode, Flight 462. I thought it's one of the better ones. Not a lot really happened, but just in the fact that there was this character, Alex, that seemed to know, shoot him in the head, tie him down, he's sick, I need to keep my eye on that guy. Like a seasoned apocalyptic warrior. But it was just the first day. I'll also probably go into that a little bit in that video on Alex, of the quirky timeline and how that kind of all fits in, and explain it all a little bit more. So watch for that video. Let me know your thoughts on Flight 462 in the comments below. Your thoughts on Alex, what you thought about the whole thing, Fear the Walking Dead. Of course, the webisode before this one was The Oath. You can check out my review video on that. The webisode after this one is Passage. I will be doing a review video on that, so look for that. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more dead stuff.